This is chemical effects of current. There are two types of ions or charges. Number one is positive, which are known as the cations. Number two is negative, which are known as the anions. Now, for a current to pass, there are only two types of ways which we can pass the current through. The first type is through conductors. Now, the importance of conductors is that they are only from metals. मेटल्स हम इसलिए यूज़ करते हैं बिकॉज उनके पास फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं. फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर द रीज़न एक वायर में से करंट फ्लो करता है. नेक्स्ट कम्स इंसुलेटर्स. इंसुलेटर्स नॉन मेटल्स होते हैं. नॉन मेटल्स के पास फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स नहीं होते, इसलिए वो करंट को कंडक्ट नहीं करते. फॉर एग्जांपल वुड, प्लास्टिक. द थर्ड टाइप इज सेमीकंडक्टर्स. सेमीकंडक्टर्स conduct electricity and they also don't conduct electricity. It depends on number one. If they are conducting at higher temperatures, then they will conduct electricity. Otherwise, हम उसमें कुछ elements अगर mix करें तो भी वो conduct कर सकते हैं electricity. Otherwise, they will not conduct electricity. That is why they are known as semiconductors, because they have little bit of conductors property and little bit of insulators property. So what is required to conduct charge? Number one, the presence of cations or anions. Now, cations or anions, as you remember, are the two types of ions which are present and which are required to transfer current. Now, the presence of cations or anions are, for the examples जहाँ पे हमें मिल सकता है, that is number one, water plus salt. The solution of water plus salt will give you the presence of both cations and anions. For example, if you mix HCl plus NaOH, you'll get one salt and one water. They will have both presence of cations and anions. Now, if you mix water with acid, it will also give you some type of charge. The charge will allow the current to flow through the water, the solution. The third type is water plus base. The water plus base will also have either one of the type of the charges which will allow the current to flow. Now the major question, can liquids conduct? So if we have a liquid filled to the top in a beaker which is mixed with one HCl, that is hydrochloric acid, and one water. Hydrochloric acid is from over here, acid plus water solution. If we mix this and put one wire over here which is connected to the battery, the other wire over here which is connected to a bulb, and back to the battery, if we do this, the bulb will glow, which means that this is a good electrolyte which allows us to conduct electricity. Now, the second one. This is known as a this will not conduct electricity because this is pure water. If I put a wire from one end in pure water, and if I try to light the bulb with the same wire, it will not glow because there is no presence of free electrons or free charge in this pure water. As we have done through the experiment, we have found out that it is not possible. The same goes for if we use a sugar solution instead of just pure water. This will be the same result. But in the case of HCl, that is hydrochloric acid plus water, it allows the current to flow through the circuit. That is why this is known as a good electrolyte and water is known as a bad electrolyte. Now, what is an electrolyte? An electrolyte is a liquid which conducts electricity, and a bad electrolyte is a liquid which does not conduct electricity.